Oh, the power switch. One of the most iconic mechanics in Call of Duty Zombies. The thrill of flipping that big, chunky lever, hearing that chunk as the map finally comes to life. The lights flicker on, and the announcer welcomes you to hell. It was a staple, a rite of passage, a simple but satisfying moment in every Zombies match. But modern Call of Duty Zombies, it's gone, dead, buried under the rubble of streamlining and quote-unquote player-friendly mechanics. And at this point, it might never come back. It's your host, folks, Slay Gaming, the best gamer in the whole wide world. And let's actually talk about the importance of the power switch. You see, back in my day, turning on the power was part of the adventure. It was something that you had to work for. It guided the flow of the game, making you explore, forcing you to open up new areas, and sometimes even throwing a risk versus reward choice at you. Do you spend your points on a gun now, or do you hold out just a little longer to flip that switch and get access to perks, the pack-a-punch, and actual lighting so you can see where you're going? The power switch wasn't just a switch, it was a gameplay moment, folks. Maps like Kino, Toten, Ascension used it brilliantly. Kino gave you the freedom to approach it from two different routes, and then they started to get rid of it. The beginning of the end. The slow death of the power switch began in Cold War Zombies. Instead of one central switch, power became a task. Firebase Z split into 3 generators. Modern Toten made you charge the power switch like it was a phone on 1% battery. Oh god, man, my phone is actually at 1%. Well, look at that. It was still kind of there, but the experience wasn't the same. Then Black Ops 6 happened, and the power switch was completely erased. Now, when you load into a map, everything is just on. Perk machines, glowing, pack-a-punch, they're ready to go. No exploration needed, no choices to be made. Just run, grab your gun, and start blasting. Now, I get it, Treyarch wants to respect players' time, but at what cost? The whole point of Zombies is progression. Turning on the power was part of that. And now it feels like we lost something fundamental. With Liberty Balls, there's no power switch at all. Terminus does have it in a way. Citadel got rid of it as well, and even the Tomb map. Oh my god, the Tomb map! Black Ops 6 just got rid of it all. But you may be wondering, why is it never coming back? At this point, it feels like the power switch is never coming back. And the main reason? Casuals. Treyarch is obsessed with making zombies more accessible. They stripped away challenge after challenge, and removing the power switch is just another step in that process. Instead of having to earn the map's resources, you just have them. No setup, no decisions, just instant access to everything. And let's be real, once a studio gets rid of something, it's almost never gonna return, baby. I'm telling you this right now, I'm the best gamer of all time. I played a bunch of games, it's not returning, baby. Imagine trying to explain to newer players that you once had to flip a power switch. They'll lose their minds, they'll be like, oh, really? Or they might be like, Dad, you're getting kind of old. Treyarch probably thinks it's better this way. That removing barriers, which by the way, we'll get into that later, keeps the game fast and engaging. But what they don't realize is that those barriers were the engagement. The power switch was a symbol of classic Zombies design. Will it ever come back? Probably not, but this also adds onto something else. Why did they remove barriers? I talk about how the point system isn't good, and I remember back in the day repairing windows for a few extra points. And plus, having another extra power up for points isn't bad. It might help a little with modern Call of Duty Zombies economy. But remember, when repairing barriers actually mattered in Zombies. But you remember, folks, when repairing barriers actually mattered in zombies? When the carpenter powered up was more than just a free pocket change and actually helped your survival? Those days are long gone, folks. In modern zombies, barriers don't matter. Carpenter is worthless, and one of the oldest mechanics in the game has been wiped from existence. But why did they remove it? Was it because of pacing? Did Treyarch just not care anymore? Or was it a side effect of zombies becoming something completely different? Well, let's talk about it. Barriers actually used to matter. When Call of Duty Zombies first started, repairing barriers was an essential part of the game. World at War in Black Ops 1 made those wooden planks your first line of defense. You weren't just earning points, you were buying time. In the early rounds, keeping the windows boarded up let you manage zombies, keep them in an A control area, and set up before things got chaotic. And let's not forget Carpenter, a power-up that, while not as flashy as insta-kill or max ammo, gave you a moment of peace by sealing up every barrier and handing out some bonus points. But as the years went on, something changed. The downfall of barrier repairs didn't happen overnight, but you can see it coming. Black Ops 2 started the trend of maps with fewer barriers, or places where zombies just climb over things. Transit barely had windows. Black Ops 3 introduced a new zombie AI, making them more aggressive and able to tear through barriers faster than you can fix them. Repairing started to feel pointless, and then Cold War completely removed barrier repairs, and now in Black Ops 6, barriers don't even exist. So why did Treyarch do this? Why did they erase such a core part of zombies? Well, it's simple. It's pacing and speed. Treyarch is obsessed with making zombies faster and more accessible. To them, stopping to repair barriers was wasting time. They wanted you constantly running, shooting, and farming kills. It became pointless. By the time we got to Cold War, barriers didn't matter anymore. Zombies just broke through instantly, and with infinite sprint, field upgrades, and easy loadouts, nobody was scared of a few zombies slipping through. But the casuals do come back into favor. Repairing barriers required strategy, choosing when to slow things down, deciding whether to hold off zombies or let them in for a power-up. But modern zombies, it's all about instant gratification. No one wants to stop and hammer a few planks when they could be leveling up their weapons or farming XP. At this point, it's safe to say barrier repairs in Carpenter as we knew it are never coming back. Treyarch has moved on. They want a faster, more streamlined experience where everything is about perks, weapons, and upgrades. So here we are. The barriers are gone, the power switch is gone, max armor is here to replace it, and one of the most simplest yet most iconic mechanics in zombies history has been erased. Was it outdated? Maybe. Did Treyarch think they were improving the game? Probably. But something about it still feels wrong, because repairing barriers wasn't just about stopping zombies. It was about survival, control, and managing the chaos, and now without it, and without the power switch, it's just another piece of classic zombies lost to time. Well, we talked about the power switch, but now it's time to talk about the memories of Call of Duty. The reason why it's at where it's at. And is it just nostalgia, or was actually true core memories, core things that actually made Call of Duty special? Let's talk about it, so stay tuned. Call of Duty Zombies, a name that sends shivers down the spines of players. Not because it's scary, well, sometimes it is, but because it's iconic. Has transformed from a fun side project into one of the most beloved co-op experiences in gaming history. But what exactly makes Call of Duty Zombies so good? Grab your ray gun, pack a few perks, and let's break it all down. Let's start with the basics. When Zombies debuted in World at War, it was simple. 4 players, 1 map, and 1 objective. Survive. There was no story, no crazy mechanics, just you and a horde of the undead. This simplicity was genius. It allowed players to focus on mastering the fundamentals: aim, movement, and teamwork. And if you were like me that only played the campaign because you suck so bad at multiplayer, Zombies was a great way to actually start, playing. But as the mode evolved, Treyarch introduced layers of complexity. Perk machines like Juggernog and Speed Gola, game changers, Pack-a-Punch, revolutionary. Suddenly, it wasn't just about survival, it was about strategy. Where do you camp? What guns do you prioritize? And do you risk it all for a revive when your buddy inevitably goes down? The beauty of Zombies lies in its balance. A casual player can hop in, shoot some zombies, and have a great time, but a hardcore player, they're thinking about spawn cycles, walleye efficiency, and training techniques. It's a mode that scales with the player's skill level, which is rare in modern gaming. Let's talk about maps. Call of Duty Zombies didn't just create arenas, it created worlds. Think about it. Kino der Toten made us feel like we were trapped in a haunted theater. Origins took us to the trenches of World War I, complete with giant robots stomping through the battlefield. And Horizon Drak, it's literally a castle with a freaking bow and arrow that shoots lightning. The best maps do more than just look cool. They tell a story. Take Mob of the Dead, from the eerie Alcatraz setting to the tragic fates of its characters, everything about it screamed atmosphere. And who can forget the claustrophobic nightmare of Rucht? That map didn't just introduce perks, it introduced pure terror. Each map feels distinct, whether you're dodging lava in transit or solving ancient puzzles in Shangri-La, the variety keeps the mode fresh. And let's not forget the Easter eggs, those map-wide quests that turn Zombies from a survival mode into a narrative-driven experience. And speaking of narratives, we need to talk about the story. What started as random zombie killing quickly morphed into an epic saga about multiverses. Element 115 and a crew of misfit heroes trying to save reality itself. Who else remembers the first time they heard about Richtofen's plan, or the jaw-dropping reveal of Samantha as the one controlling the zombies? Zombies is one of the few modes in gaming where the story is hidden, encouraging players to piece it together themselves. Radios, ciphers, and mysterious dialogue created a sense of intrigue. It was like solving a puzzle that spanned years. And just when we thought we had it figured out, Treyarch threw us curveballs, alternate timelines, new crews, and insane revelations like the Dark Aether. But let's be real, folks. One of the biggest reasons we all love Zombies is the weapons. Sure, the MP40 and Galil are classics, but the wonder weapons, baby, they're on another level. The ray gun, iconic. The Thunder Gun, a lifesaver. And then you got creations like the Blendergat, the Sickle Fire, each more ridiculous and powerful than the last. Although Vanoss Gaming really likes the Thunder Gun, so that's pretty cool. And don't even get me started on the Pack-a-Punch. Who doesn't love turning a basic SMG into a death machine with a ridiculous name like the H115 Oxaka? It's like a Christmas morning every time. But perhaps the biggest strength of Zombies is its ability to bring people together, especially with the new Call of Duties. Black Ops 6 has now directed mode where you and a bunch of randoms can actually work together to complete a quest. And you can actually make a lot of friends. Whether it's late night LAN parties or online lobbies filled with strangers, there's something special about clutching a round 30 run with your best friend, or yelling at your teammate for grabbing the nuke at the worst possible moment. And let's not forget the memes, folks. Revive me, I have a ray gun. Let me tell you, that's pretty funny. The never-ending debate over which map is the best. Zombies has managed to stay relevant by constantly evolving. Black Ops 1 introduced Call of the Dead and Moon. Black Ops 2 brought buildables, multiple endings, and the fan favorite Origins. Black Ops 3, arguably, peak of Zombies. I'm gonna say it right now, okay? I'm a little biased, a little nostalgia, I just want to say that right now. It's okay. Black Ops 3 have the most iconic maps, but even in Black Ops 4 and 6, while opinions are mixed, you can't deny the ambition to try new things like the elixirs, or the augment system now we have, and directed mode. At the end of the day, what makes Call of Duty Zombies so good is its heart. It's the mode that invites you to survive, explore, and create memories with friends. It's simple, yet complex, terrifying, yet fun, and it's always evolving. Whether you're a casual player or a high round grinder, Zombies offers something special for everyone. What's your favorite thing about Zombies? The maps, the stories, the weapons? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if this video brought back some nostalgia. Till next time folks, keep those headshots coming, and remember, always save one zombie.